in this tough time, and I wish you to keep good health. I appreciate the initiative of organizing the meeting through the virtual platform, which is the need of the time, and for selecting the very relevant discussion topics with respect to the current time. Considering the unprecedented impact of COVID-19 pandemic on the mining and metal industry, I am focusing today on the impact of the pandemic on the market trend of metals and the key controlling factors. Outbreak of coronavirus has severely impacted the world economic scenario, and almost all the industries, metal and mining industry is not an exception. This has changed the demand and supply scenario all over the world. Prices of steel and other metals have also been showing fluctuating behavior. As compared to 2019, prices of almost all the commodities have declined except a few which have geared up recently. Working with COVID protocols have reduced operation and manufacturing capacities, productivity and profits of most of the metals and mining industry. To come back on track, the companies are strategizing, building new SOPs, new operating models and work plans to prepare themselves for the recovery. To manage this global crisis, mining and metal leaders are working mainly on three aspects: respond, recover, and thrive. As per the economists and analysts, the world is currently experiencing a rapid and deep economic slowdown or recession, which could turn into a depression as a result of COVID-19 mitigation efforts. And the depth and global nature of this recession indicates that this pandemic will significantly affect the demand for metals and the global mining business. Due to the depression and downfall in the metal and mineral industry, other industries that are dependent on the supply of ferroalloys and steel and other metals, such as automobiles, foundries, battery, other engineering and manufacturing units of various scales, have been shutting down across the globe. China accounts for more than 20% share in the global supply chain of intermediate products, which includes metal and metal products. Thus, the disruption caused due to COVID-19 in China impacted the economy of various countries worldwide. As shown in different market studies, the metal industry of European Union may lose over 1,000 million US dollar if China exports is reduced by even 2%. However, post-COVID industry trend in China somewhat different. The Chinese steel consumption from January 2020 to February 2020 has increased by almost 5.5%. The production in China grew up by 3.1% in March and April, according to some recent market studies. Supply and demand dynamics in China's steel market is likely to remain in balance over the second half of 2020 as its steel capacity expansion has slowed, considering unstable downstream infrastructure and construction demand. Accordingly, increase in pig iron and crude steel output is forecasted by around 1.7% and 2% with respect to the previous year. The spread of coronavirus has impacted iron ore production and its pricing. The price in 2019 was around 90 US dollar per ton until March in 2020. It averages around 83 to $83.5 per ton. However, since July 2020, again, it is above 120 US dollar per ton. In terms of production, it is expected that iron ore may show a growth of 0.8% in 2020 as compared to